Last time on Fractured Sky. After trying to negotiate with the bandit leader Croft, it became clear that he was not going to stop his evil ways. Monsha strikes a deal with him and they agree to duel. Should Croft win, the party would leave them be. Should Monsha win, he would take his men and go and join the Thieves Guild and leave their bandit camp behind. During the battle, Goat makes a new friend named Willis, and the battle ends pretty spectacularly with Monsha putting Croft to sleep and dropping him straight out of a tree. After searching the camp, the party shoves Croft's unconscious body into a chest, loads him up on their cart, and takes him as proof for their victory. They search the camp, and Willis gathers many of the remaining bandits to go with Monsha to be introduced to the Thieves Guild. And after making their way to Harmony Haven, the party settles in for the night.
Okay. I'll be sure to give Reyna the bacon and the eggs. But then I'm gonna go back in to the tavern. Everyone else can do what they want. I have some stuff I gotta do still at the tavern.
Chilo is heading towards the shops.
And I will follow Chilo to the shops.
Same with Monsha.
He's going to be inspecting the scimitar and the heavy crossbow as he goes. How, worn are they looking?
They look like they've been worn, like they've been used quite a bit. They have a little bit of damage to them.
Me.
They definitely have been used fairly frequently,
Okay.
but they're still in fairly good condition.
Okay. It's good to know. All right, so he would walk into the weapons shop first and say, "Hey, quartermaster, I have a couple of weapons for you."
I'm following him in. I also have some weapons I'm going to
Okay. So I would say you would know that the main shops would be over in the market district, which is fairly close to where your inn was.
Uh-huh.
And there are a lot of people here now. It's pretty bustling. But as you walk into this weapon shop, there's just a man kind of chilling behind the counter while some people are browsing through some of his wares on the shelves and whatever else. But he's just kind of waiting.
Okay. Chilo would walk up to the counter and say, "Good morning, quartermaster." And as he removes the weapons, I'm going to minor illusion, just not to make them appear magical or anything like I did with the other, but I'm just kind of sanding out some of the roughness so that they look a little better than they did.
Okay. He'll take a look and he'll say, "Are you looking to sell?"
Yes, we have no use for these, and figured help keep the town supplied.
Well, he'll look them over and say, "Well, we have weapons come and going all the time, so I could surely take them off your hands."
Certainly. What is the going rate for a scimitar and a heavy crossbow?
He'll look them over and say, "Well, one's in these conditions. I'd give you 30 gold for the scimitar. Oh, no, sorry, 30 gold for the crossbow and 15 for the scimitar. 45 in total."
45 in total. Is there anything I want to maybe boost that a little bit? Nah, Chilo would be pretty happy with that arrangement. He'll say, "That works for me. And can I get your name?"
Oh my gosh, I can't think of a name.
It's okay.
Random name generator. Let's go.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, just search random male name.
I'm Parker.
Parker.
Excellent. Well, we may be dealing business in the future, and be glad to have somebody to call friend. And he'll hand over the weapons.
And he will hand over the gold. 45 gold pieces.
45 gold pieces.
Wow.
All right.
That's so much.
And he will take those weapons.
I will ask Parker if he has any uncommon or rare weapons.
He will look at you and say, "Certainly I do. What are you looking for?"
I am looking for a longbow or a one-handed weapon.
Hey, don't you have a longbow?
No, he has a short bow.
Yeah, a short bow.
Wait, is it magical though, right?
Yeah, it's magical.
Still only feels 1d6 though.
Yeah.
Well, I was confused because he gave me a longbow. That's why I was confused.
Yeah. I think he may have originally had a longbow, but now has the short bow.
Yeah,
Maybe he's regretting that decision.
He gave me his longbow. Are you wanting it back?
No, I'm wanting a plus one or a plus two.
You want a magical longbow. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, let me pull up one of these longbows I got.
+1 longbow would be pretty nice.
Yeah.
He will ask you what your budget is.
1,000 gold.
1,000 gold.
You already have 5,000 gold?
Yeah.
You actually?
Yeah. I have 1,000.
Dude, how'd you get so much money?
Because he's been hoarding it all.
Because I sold some very expensive things.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I remember. Okay.
He sold those
It's like-
super expensive things in the other town.
I was like, wait a second, how the freak did you get that much gold? It's because you stole the really expensive thing.
Dang.
And we
Yeah,
still
the people's-
apparently got,
Trinkets and stuff.
yeah, apparently got 5,000 more gold. Worth of stuff, at least.
Mm.
I'm wondering how much that short bow's worth.
I know.
Jeez. Let me double check if I can give this item to you.
It's like, how OP is this item? Will it break the game?
Yeah, I know.
Yes, I need to check that before I speak it aloud. I need to make sure I won't screw myself.
So a standard +1 longbow would be a longbow, which is what, 1d8 damage, a range of 100 and something feet, and then much more for
What?
disadvantage range.
Yeah, it's 150 normal range, 600 at disadvantage.
Okay.
Which I can every once in a while remove the disadvantage from.
Yeah, okay. He's gonna look at you and say, "Let me see what I've got." And he's gonna head to the back, and he's gonna come out with this bow, this long bow, and it will be made of a silvery colored wood. And it's going to kind of shimmer in this light. It's elegantly curved, and it has intricately carved little motifs along its length. Bowstring is a deep green color, also pulsating with almost giving off a faint hum. And he says, "This is one of the better items I have. It's certainly worth a good deal, but you would be able to afford it with that 1,000 gold. I would be willing to part with it for 900.
What does it do?
This bow was crafted by an old elf archer. He imbued it with a spell and an ability. As for what it does, I'll just tell you, so I don't have to try and speak it out in a weird
Try
fancy
to
way.
gamify the yeah.
I'm not going to try to gamify its stats.
Yeah, you're good.
So basically, what it does, it'll be a +1 longbow to your attack and damage made with the weapon. Arrows shot from it will ignore half cover and 3/4 cover entirely. So they will not get any sort of AC bonus to it. And once per day, you'll be able to cast the locate object using the bow up to a range of 1,000 feet.
And what is locate object?
Locate object. So locate object is a concentration spell. It works up to 10 minutes. So basically, what it does is you'll describe or name an object that you're familiar with. You'll be able to sense the direction of the object's location as long as that object's within 1,000 feet of you. If the object's in motion, you'll know the direction of its. You can locate a specific object that you know, as long as you've seen it within, like up close, within 30 feet of you at least one time. Or you can use the spell to locate the nearest object of that particular kind, such as like jewelry or furniture, or weapons, things like that.
Man, I'm seeing so much thievery potential with this weapon.
I know, it fit you very well.
That's amazing. All right, I will look at him and say, and pull out my short bow that's made out of black wood, and say, "This bow has served me well. It's a family heirloom." I mean, it technically is. Let's be honest.
It is. It's not your
You're
family.
not even technically lying.
And say, "I will part with this bow for 600 gold."
I'm gonna step behind Monsha and touch him on the back, and he'll feel like a little bit of like energy transfer from my fingertips, and he will get guidance on the next ability check. Just nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to roll persuasion.
Okay,
For this one, you do get to add a d4.
let's go. Nice. I rolled really good. That is a dirty 20.
Nice.
He is going to look at you, and he'll kind of set his bow on the table and gesture for you to do the same.
Okay, I'll put it on the table.
He'll look it over and go, "That is not a deal I can take. I'd be willing to give you 300 for it at most."
Cool. Yeah, I will give him the bow, and I will give him 600 gold.
Dang. Yeah, he'll trade that with you. Absolutely.
Cool.
He'll take his new bow, give you this other bow. This you will need to attune to it to use it.
Yeah. Okay.
Sheesh, man.
Don't even have 30 gold and he has a freaking 1,000.
Well, not anymore. He just has a really awesome bow.
Yeah, he has a really awesome bow and what, 400 gold?
100 gold.
Yeah, 400 gold.
400
I'm sitting,
gold.
Goat's sitting here
I'm
at
sorry.
13, and I felt like a rich man before this session.
I forgot you. I honestly forgot you had that much money, dude.
It's
Oh
insane.
my gosh.
Thanks for that
I'm just,
dagger.
I'm just sitting at a nice 129 gold.
You got that's a pretty good amount, man.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot to me right now.
That's the thing
I want-
too. Like I'm not going to be stingy with money in this campaign, just because there are things in it that are going to be worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like your cart,
Mhm.
your cart in and of itself is worth like 1,200.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm,
Oh,
And if we ever want to own our own airship,
I know.
Gonna stack that money for an airship.
Oh yeah, hire Willis.
God.
Yeah.
Um,
Does that conclude your guys' transaction, or are you gonna pull something else out?
Yeah, I'm gonna stab him and steal my bow back. And
That's not what I
that-
meant. But okay.
I sent you over those stats just as a message in Discord. for you.
nice. Okay, yeah, I'll take a look.
I'll make an actual like item card for it later. But
Very exciting.
yeesh, man. I'm glad I asked you for your budget though, because I was thinking like, a couple $100, common, nothing, item. They're like 1,000. Like,
And you're like, what?
oh,
What?
yeah, that is horrendous for me, but great.
Chris is gonna pull out a very nice, elegant short bow. It's a nicer short bow. And she's going to say, "What would you give me for this?" Because it's one I started with, so
Well taken care of.
It's a very nice, well taken care of, like elegant. looking.
Nicest bow you'll ever see.
Would this be the bow that you brought with you from your?
Yes,
Your
it would be
starting
the bow
pair?
that I brought with me from the start. So
Okay.
it's like a nicer short bow.
Emphasis on nice.
Yeah, really, really nice.
And you'll be showing this off to him. This.
No, I'm asking him what he'd give me for it.
He'll ask you. Would you mind if I took a closer look?
Yeah, so I'll hand it over so you can look at it.
And he'll look it over and you'll see his face kind of goes white for a second,
Oh,
and he'll put the bow back down and slide it back across. And he says, "I don't think I could take this bow. I don't think I would be able to sell it."
why not?
Well, he's gonna kind of glance at your companions and go, are you? He will ask you to come into the back with him.
Okay, I'll follow him into the back.
Okay.
After he takes you back here, he is going to look at you and say, "Madam, this bow it is of royalty. I cannot take it. I hope you do understand. But please, I still want to keep your business. I still want to keep this good relationship with you. Please, if you would, I cannot take the bow, but I'd be willing to give you some money. I'd be willing to buy something else off of you. I'd even be willing to give you some equipment of mine just on the house, just for you, man." And he'll pull out a couple things for you and give you some money, and that will be kind of his little reaction to this. And then he is going to start leading you back out of the back room of this place.
I will thank him.
And absolutely, they'll come out of the back, and we'll see that she still has her bow. And are you showing off what you've collected from this, or are you keeping it hidden?
Oh no, I just put it in my coin purse.
Can I roll insight to see the general demeanor of that transaction?
Oh, absolutely.
Aw, you're lucky. That's bad. That is a 9.
I was also interested in it, so I would absolutely roll insight.
Okay.
It's a nat 20. Tell me everything, Jordan.
Monsha, in your infinite wisdom, he would have been treating her with like almost reverence during this transaction here. But that would be probably all you could glean from the short emerging from the back kind of thing.
Cool. I'll look at Chilo and say, I think that Reyna is a prophet.
I think that Reyna's a prophet.
Or a prophetess.
Oh gosh. But yeah, so that interaction is done.
That's just excellent.
It's funny because I'm like, now I'm in Brian's shoes where I'm like, I know everyone else's secrets, but it's like I can't say anything.
Yeah.
Love it. It's so good.
Yeah, it's even harder for Brian though, because like sometimes he's like, I want to tell you this thing, but I can't. Because I'm a player. So he's like, I want to talk about it with you, but I can't.
Yeah. Are you guys wanting to do anything else while you're here?
No, I don't think so.
Have you guys like looked?
Not for Chilo, anyway.
You guys have seen the back of his shell, I'm sure by now during your travels.
I was gonna say, yeah, Chilo has not seen. He knows that
you probably haven't.
It's something to it, but he doesn't know what.
Yeah, do we notice anything on the back of his shell?
As your goat, would they notice? I don't know what you did either.
Yeah, I'd say they notice. It's not like anything that's like hidden or anything. So yeah, you'll essentially see written in like this black oil that's clearly dried now. It just says "Goat was here," and it has a little smiley face with bull horns on the smiley face, or in this case, minotaur horns. But yeah, that's essentially what was on the shell.
I love that.
I think Reyna's gonna be nice enough to tell Chilo. She's gonna be like, she's gonna kind of pull him to the side a little bit, and she's gonna kind of whisper into him, and it'd be like, just so you know, I think Goat might be playing a joke on you or something. There's some stuff written on the back of your shell.
So Chilo has a mirror in his inventory. He's just gonna like toss it out, and the mage hand is gonna catch it, and it's gonna
Oh, that's cool.
to where he can see the back of his shell.
Love
Oh
that.
gosh.
You know, Goat, you remind me of someone, and you should feel very lucky for that. And he's gonna walk away.
You remind me of someone.
Remind me of someone.
Oh gosh. That's so good. Okay.
So Goat is still back at the tavern.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he didn't.
Yeah, I never left the tavern.
Oh, you're just hanging out in the tavern?
Well, I wanted to do something in the tavern when the party was gone. Doing that.
Yeah,
okay.
I will keep it in mind to tell him then.
Okay.
Is this we need a deafen again? So you can,
No, I don't think so.
or, okay, it's not like secret.
Well,
But
I mean, our
seeing
characters
that,
won't know. But, I mean,
the mage hand will float the mirror back into his bag, and then it'll flip his cloak back over his shell.
Covering it
You
up.
kinda
that's
hide it.
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Chilo, if you need help later reaching that, I can help you scrub some of that off.
That would be much appreciated.
I imagine
Arms
it's
don't
kind of hard
reach
to
that way.
reach. Yeah, all the shell.
All right, thank you. And he would walk out. Walk out.
Cool. Let's hop over to Goat. What are you doing in the tavern?
Ghost asking the barkeep, you make good eggs, you make good bacon, you have kitchen in back.
Oh, of course.
Can go come back in the kitchen?
No.
That's awesome. No. What if goat pays you in gold, little piece of gold?
Goat is learning.
You want to pay me in gold to come and just look at my kitchen?
A goat could cook in your kitchen real quick. 30 minutes. Goat in and out.
He kind of looks around and roll persuasion for me.
Maybe we shouldn't have left Goat alone.
Nah, he's fine. You always leave the barbarian alone. What do you mean? Nothing goes wrong.
He'll be perfectly fine.
Persuasion.
Charisma.
It's a plus a 0, so 14.
Cool. He's gonna look at you and say, I mean, we're not super busy right now, so I could, but he's kind of looking you up and down, and you're covered in fur. And he says, I really can't have you contaminating our food, though. But if you'd be willing, you could.
I have my own food to cook.
He's gonna pull out.
Oh, he's gonna give me some.
What looks like a full body hairnet.
You have to wear this. It's safety code.
You can, but you have to wear this.
So I pay you 1 gold and I put this on and you let me cook.
Yes.
Deal. And he'll slide over the 1 gold.
Well, he'll take it and he'll slide over the what almost looks like lingerie.
Okay.
It's fishnet.
Lingerie.
With the fishnet type full bodysuit that he just gave.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm a big guy too, so I'm sure it's really tight.
The image I'm getting here is just hilarious.
But yeah, I'll put it on and so I can go back.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can go cook something.
I'll go back. Is there anyone else back here?
Yeah, there's the regular chef who's back there, and he is wide-eyed looking at you. And the barkeep will kind of go and explain to him why you are back there, and he'll leave you to cook in peace. He'll be in the back still, just not bothering you.
Okay. I'll turn to him and I'll say, when God cooks, he needs all the concentration possible. Could you maybe take a 30-minute breather and back? Do you smoke tobacco? Go smoke a tobacco and I'll get you 30 minutes.
I can't leave you back here by yourself. I'm sorry.
So you're going to watch.
I won't.
God can't
I won't bother
concentrate
you.
much. Okay.
I won't watch. I won't bother you. I just.
So you
just
won't
need to
say
make
a
sure
single word when I cook.
you're not. No, I will not.
Thank you. That is all I ask. Goat's gonna turn around, he's gonna set his bag on the table, and he's gonna take out this arm.
I called it.
He's gonna take out the arm, he's gonna grab a nearby knife, and he's just gonna begin kind of filleting it.
This chef is gonna watch in horror as you're filleting up this human arm. But he will not say a word. Yes. But he will not say a word.
Okay.
So he might also be too afraid to say anything.
Yeah, that's fair. I would be.
I'm gonna spend some time filleting it. I'm gonna throw away the excess, like the bone, the hand. I'm just gonna throw that away in whatever receptacle they have nearby. I'm gonna salt it, and I'm gonna begin to cook, fry it up on whatever stove top they have nearby. It is delicacy in some islands, you know. And I'm gonna continue to cook. How much you think this go for? Hey, the matter's not. Go eat it if it doesn't sell, but I assure you it tastes good. All chefs should taste their food. And the goat's going to take a bite of one of the pieces. Do you want the taste? And he'll offer the rest of that piece to the chef.
The chef's just gonna put his hand up and then kind of hold his fist to his mouth like he might throw up.
It is what they... You don't look good. It is what they fed us in my cell. Other cells got different food, but my cell, this is what we got, and we got different things, but this is our main food. It's good. You should try it. Don't look so sick. And Goat's going to continue to cook, and he's going to finish up.
Cool. Will you go ahead and make...
Yeah.
I don't know. Would be the equivalent of a cooking skill.
I mean, survival would be pretty good.
Survival would be good.
Performance might be good.
Let's go survival. That makes
Okay,
sense.
that's better than performance for me. It's +1, so nothing amazing. 12.
Okay. I'll say this turns out decent. It's not super high quality, but it's not low end either.
Okay.
I'd say the lower the roll, the more accurate it's a goat, probably.
So, Jordan, for gameplay purposes, approximately
Yes.
like how many rations would that have given me? I'll separate it in my inventory from my rations just because I want to have those separate for reasons.
For you, I would say 3 rations.
3 rations, okay.
Oh, Jordan, we don't have to roleplay this, but Chilo would have definitely bought 10 days worth of rations.
Oh, absolutely.
So, however much you want to charge me, he would have haggled a bit, but not anything that he wouldn't have got it.
Let me double check. For every day, they would have charged you 5 silver. So
5
50 silver.
Okay. Works for me.
Same here. So
Yeah, and right as Goat leaves, he will look back at the chef and he'll say, "You look sick, you should eat something. I left 1 for you." And I'll only take 2 rations. And he'll leave. Or we can, yeah.
As you leave, you're going to hear the chef kind of come out the back behind you and pull that barkeep into the back. And then you're going to hear shouting from the back and pans and things clanging. And you'll essentially be hearing them tell each other, "You cannot keep any of these dishes anymore. We need to get rid of all of them."
Alright.
Do you know what he cooked in here?
Do you know what he cooked in here? Yeah.
And yeah, I'll walk out of the tavern and go in search of the party.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do in town while you're here?
Not that I can think of. I don't know. Goat might want to check out the festival grounds. I know he had mentioned it when we came in.
I was interested. If there's a festival going on, that'd be pretty cool.
I'd say at this point there wouldn't be any sort of festival happening. It would just be
Okay.
empty if you were to pass by.
Well,
Yeah, I feel like
come
we would
back
take
one
note of
time
that.
there is a. We'll come back one time there is a festival. Okay,
Okay.
there's not one going on right now.
Monsha's going to look for what the most expensive building is.
Most
Or just-
expensive building.
Just like where anything expensive might reside. And he's going to cast his location when he finds it for jewels. just to make note. We're not doing anything right now.
Oh yeah.
We're just making note for future.
Probably the place you would be looking would be over at the Merchant Guild.
Marching out.
And with that, locate. If you're doing that.
He can't use locate yet. You haven't attuned to it.
You're right.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not attuned
that's
to
true.
it.
Oh,
You have noticed.
yes.
Thank you.
Cool. Ken. So
You would
there's
know
not like
those
a
buildings.
They look
Okay.
good.
and there's not like a capital building or anything?
No, not in this town.
Okay.
The closest thing you would think to a Capitol building would probably be in the diplomatic district, where like some of the city officials would reside.
Okay.
They don't have super extravagant homes or anything. They're bigger than the average, but they're not like this merchant guild.
And the Merchant Guild that's not where we purchased our weapon, is it?
No.
It was the Market District?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, anything else you guys want to do before, I assume, turning in your bandit friend?
Yeah. So
Our bandit friend.
when the party meets back up with Goat, Chilo would say that you remind me of someone, and you should feel very lucky for that.
Me? Goat, why Chilo say that?
And then I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion, and Goat's gonna feel a tentacle slithering up his arm.
Yeah.
No thank-
Yeah, that'll probably make Goat jump.
Is
Well, I know
saying
it's
this in
you.
front of
Can
the
I?
rest of the party?
Yeah.
Raina's gonna be like, really? He reminds you of someone? He's the only person I've ever met like him.
Would I know that's you doing that?
You would see me like motioning my hand, and my mouth would be moving.
Yeah, and I'd say the first time since you've met Goat, he'll, after he's done fearing for his life for a split second, he'll let out a little bit of a laugh. We used to play pranks in my cell. That on your shell is prank from gold.
This is very good.
That was prank from you. You have started something.
Oh no!
You have started.
Raina's gonna
Goat.
put her hands up and she's like, I don't want any part of this.
Goat never lost a prank war in my cell. All my years.
No, Chilo knows what he's in for.
Oh gosh.
Goat, when you get as old as me, you find out many ways to prank people. And it's kind of funny because Chilo looks like a young turtle. He doesn't look old.
And how old are you?
You know, enough time passes and you actually forget. He's going to continue walking.
And is there anything else everyone would like to do? Anyone would like to do while still in the city?
I'm all good. I did what I
No,
needed to.
I'm good.
Um, and are you guys wanting to start heading back, claim your reward / accept the next quest?
Yeah, that's what I think we
let's
would
do
be
that.
doing.
Yeah. Headed back to the guild.
This journey will take you about 5 days to get back. 4 days.
Are we doing it where we go through the night again? Where we shift drivers?
Yeah, I imagine so.
I don't know if that makes a difference on how long it takes us.
It'll definitely cut a couple days off. So I'll say you can get there and let's do 3 days travel if you're going through the night.
So everybody take 3 days rations.
Yes.
That means
And-
we have 2 days of fuel left until we have to do the whole thing with the
Yep.
Chilo powering it.
Yep.
I will say,
That's
while
fine.
Chilo's... I don't know how much fuel it'll save us, but while Chilo's awake, he'd be pumping it with warlock spells.
I think that would definitely.
So if that'll cut off like a day or so.
No, it wouldn't speed you up at all. It would just keep it running.
It like save us a day's worth of fuel.
Yeah, I was wondering if it would save us any fuel.
I don't think you guys are using fuel anymore. If you've been using your warlock spells to kind of keep
okay.
it powered.
Yeah, I'd be keeping it powered.
In that case, we still have 5 days of fuel left in it.
So if you guys want to keep your fuel for if you don't have your warlock there to power it,
That's probably
Yep.
a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll have 5 days of fuel for if for some reason we don't have our warlock.
yeah. So you guys at this point would have made it back to Unity's Reach.
No
problems
on our travels.
No problems on your travels. But yeah, you guys would have made back here, no real issue. I think since you left, it's been about a week since you left.
Mm-hmm.
And you're strolling back into town with extra loot and with some captive stuffed into a chest.
Yeah. Don't forget about that. That's important.
Yeah.
It's true. And Goat, you've claimed an arm that you've cooked into several rations.
Yes.
You guys are back in town.
Let's go turn our bandit in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that first.
Yeah, and you can absolutely do that. You're just going straight to the guild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, as you guys get there, you can walk in, and Lyra the receptionist or the entertainment lady is
Coordinated.
in there waiting for you guys. And she goes, "Oh, hey, welcome back, you guys. How'd that quest go?"
I imagine Goat is either carrying or dragging the chest.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or- Are we bringing
Dragging
him
it.
in the chest, or are we taking him out of the chest and bringing him in?
Oh, let's keep the chest.
I was gonna say let's bring him in with the
Yeah,
chest.
let's just.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Yeah, she's gonna notice the chest and be like, "Oh, did you guys get some good loot?"
Not really.
Oh, what's in the chest?
Our proof.
Our proof.
Oh,
Who's
okay.
carrying the chest?
Goat.
I am. I'll put it down. Our assignment has been complete. And I'll open that lid.
Yeah, and you open this lid up, and your little pretzel boy of a leader is dead.
He's dead?
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah, same.
Nobody said
Yeah,
that they
he's-
checked on him or anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
true.
a fair point.
Yeah, he was on death's door, and then you left him to rot inside of a crate for 3.5 days.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
That's a fair point.
but yeah, he's dead.
I spent hard money on those rations. I wasn't sharing them with them.
Yeah, that's I guess we
and
should have
she's gonna
probably at
kinda-
least given him some water.
Yeah.
That's what he died of first.
She's gonna kind of peek over into the chest and go, "Yeah, I think that's proof enough. You can close that. We don't need to keep that here." And she goes into the back for a minute and then comes out with 50 gold pieces for you all for completing that quest.
All right. Who's
50
holding
gold
on to the gold?
pieces.
Do we each get 50 or 50 total?
D total.
Okay, cool.
And she'll also go and essentially take down that listing for the quest as it's been completed.
Do we just want to split the 50 gold?
Yeah, that sounds good.
What is that each?
12 and a half.
12 each. Yeah, 12 and a half.
I'll just take 12, even though I don't have enough.
Oh my
Even though I don't have
goodness.
enough.
Boo hoo hoo.
So
Well, fine.
I was
I'll
going to
do
do
13.
12 and 5 silver. But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'll do
Yeah.
I'll do 12. That way, Reyna and Goat can have 13.
oh, cool. Goat's a rich man. I just doubled my gold. I have 25
Double
gold.
my money.
Nice.
Munch is over there rolling in it.
I know. I'm looking for something to invest my money into. Any bitcoins or cryptos?
Bitcoin. Fantasy Bitcoin in my world here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. She'll tell you that she does not want the body. She'll go ahead and mark that job as completed.
All right.
Goat does.
Yeah, Goat will do something with that body.
I'll close the lid.
I want the chest. I think that we should store our loot.
Oh yeah,
or
I'll bring the
something.
chest. We'll bring the chest back.
All right, good.
We can sell his studded leather armor
Yeah, we're definitely taking that.
because we left the studded leather armor on him, so he's
Yeah.
got studded leather armor. I would probably just toss the body and sell the, because I assume there's nothing else of value on him since he
No, not really.
searched him. So
Chilo's mage hand grabs like a brush or something and just starts cleaning up the armor.
I love how your mage hand is like a little pet almost.
Mhm.
Yeah. What else would a mage hand be?
All right, do we want
An
to...
invisible hand to steal stuff for me.
Yeah, but mine's not invisible. Mine's spectral.
Do we want to risk doing that quest?
What was it again? Level
Yeah.
5 to. Did we level up? Bloop.
No, I want to do the quest. I don't care if we leveled up.
Western in.
Let's say no level up this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
That's fine.
Well, I'm down to do it. You are Chilo?
I mean, it's going to take how long does it take to get there? Like, because we have to go back to the main town, but then we have to go across islands.
Yes, it will take a little bit of time.
Yeah, I think it's going to take almost a week. I don't remember how
Let me
far
see
that
here.
it was to the island, but it was.
Before we leave, Chilo's going to try to sell this studded leather armor if nobody else wants it.
I will not be going to the market. There's an angry man probably looking for me.
I will go with you to the market because I might want to buy more ration.
Yeah, and I'm probably going to buy more rations.
You said when we were on the ship, they would provide the food, right? For the actual trip.
Yes.
Okay.
Did I give you guys a price for that?
I think you said 1 gold per day.
5 silver a day.
No,
Is
5
for- on
silver?
the-
It was even cheaper?
On the ship?
Oh, no, for the,
on the ship.
not for the
on the
raft.
ship was 1 gold.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was
okay.
one gold per day, and that
Mhm.
included
Okay.
lodging and food.
Yeah, one gold per person per day. Yeah, okay.
Is it per person? Okay.
Yeah. It would
I
be
thought it
covering
was-
the food and stuff.
I thought it was for the party, is what you said. But if you want to make it per person, that's fine.
We'll do it per person just because the gold will be free flowing in this thing.
Okay.
Cool.
Air travel is expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, if you go, yeah, it'll take about 8 days total to get from where you are now to the city that this is in.
Okay.
Can we look?
Wait, no.
Cool.
It'll take like 11 days, sorry.
11 days.
Because
Is
there's
there
some
any?
ground travel on the other island. Yeah.
Is there any Is there any new quest on the board? Particularly, I'm looking for any that would be on the same island we're already going to.
Oh, yeah. Take a multi-quest.
Any more on...
Because if there's another quest that's on that same island, we might want to take it and get them both done while we're already over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
But I don't remember if there was another one over there, or if, I don't know if you added any new ones while we were gone.
I have not added any new ones. It's only been a week in the game.
That's fair. Were there
But
any
if I-
others that were?
Let me check to see if I had any. I don't think there was.
Doesn't look like it, no.
Let me double check here. Make sure I have like city names, but I forgot to put the island.
Oh, man, we could have tried to do that bakery thief one while we were in Harmony Haven.
Oh, dang it.
Is that what
there's
it is?
We have to go back to get. We have to go back to get on a ship.
There's quite a few in Harmony Haven, actually.
Yeah, there's the rat infestation. You didn't put a location for the retrieving lost heirloom.
What rank is that one? E?
F. Cottage on the outskirts
F.
of town.
Man, I ignored all the F ones.
You're like, yeah, we're below that. Or we're above that. That's below us.
Yeah.
Put those two together.
Well, the bakery thief one is also an F.
I think any of the locations that were just like on the outskirts of town, whenever, it would be the town you're in currently.
Oh, okay.
These ones would be pretty close by.
Yeah, I mean, the only ones in Harmony Haven were pretty low, so
Cool.
we don't really have to do them.
Unless we wanted a little experience before going over. I don't know if that'd be enough to level us up or not. I don't know how the leveling up is going
Yeah.
yet.
I will say with some of these, I'll handle like some longer periods of downtime for you guys. Like if you guys wanted to hang out in town for a while and do something.
Mhm.
Essentially any rank that's below your guys's, so like F rank quests right now for you, but essentially let you roll a die to see how successful you were on that mission.
Oh, okay.
And you could do them individually or with your party or whatever. So if you wanted to have some downtime and say like that locating a lost thing, if Monsha wanted to do that at some point with his handy dandy bow, I can locate a lost item, then that would be a quick like quest that you could do separate from the party to get some extra.
Hey, Goat, you want to clear out some rats?
Yeah, I mean, can we do them as a party still? Like,
Oh yeah, you can absolutely do them as a party still. It
I
would,
feel
it would
like that one
increase
we
your
could do
chance.
super quick.
Any of the lower rank quests will handle as kind of like mini side quests. We won't go through like a whole session or anything with it.
Yeah.
It'll just be like kind of bonus material.
I mean, do we want to do one of those like lower ones that are in like Harmony Haven on our way to the other island?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
down to do that.
retrieving the lost heirloom would be good. Definitely.
And if there's ever one that like that's lower rank, but you still would like to kind of go through it and role play it out because it's interesting to you, just let me know. Yeah. And I'll build it out for you guys.
Go would be down to go kill some rats.
Yeah. So would Chilo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
good
so
for
you
that.
can absolutely do that. That's just kind of an extra thing that you guys can do.
Cool.
Um,
So
yeah.
the rats are in Harmony. Is that correct?
Yes, they're in the sewers.
Okay. And then the heirloom is also in Harmony.
It is at a
No,
cottage.
It's outside of the town we're currently in.
Yeah.
the heirloom is real close by to you. I assume you would have
Yeah.
attuned to your item.
Mm-hmm.
By
Yeah,
now.
attune. Yep, absolutely. So I can just use that.
Yeah, if you want, go for it. Go ahead and roll a. Oh shoot, let's see. Roll a D100 for me. Do this one.
Ooh, fun. Okay. 91.
Oh, dang.
Dang. Yeah, so
Very
basically how this is
successful.
going to go. It's almost like just as you guys are heading out, this woman approaches you, and you remember seeing this poster she had posted for it, and she just asks you, quick, if you could spare some time to help her find this locket that she has lost. And using your bow, you can easily. She describes it to you, and you can use that spell, and you waltz right into her house, shuffle through some of her stuff, and pick it up and hand it right back to her. And she'll offer you, the 20 gold of pieces as the reward, and she offers to cook you all a meal.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
So we'll split the gold. Everyone gets 5.
Awesome. Real quick, before we left the city, I want to buy, you said they were 5 silver apiece. I'll buy 4 rations, so it's 2 gold.
I don't know if we want to roleplay this or not, but I also want to sell the studded leather armor.
Oh, absolutely. Someone would be willing to buy that from you for 25 gold, if that sounds
25
fair.
gold. That works, and I'll take 10, and I'll give the rest of the party 5.
So we add another 5?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Hey, were you going to give me any gold for that crossbow from that guy that I killed?
Yeah. I will give you, so they gave me 45. Since I did the work of selling it, I'll give you 20.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I did the work of risking my life, but whatever.
Totally
Moni
would
was
help. Totally would
just
help.
doing fine.
I almost jumped in there.
I was going to say,
after he
Chilo
hit you.
has saved you so much money.
That's true.
And
Oh, gosh.
earned you so much money.
Seriously.
Beautiful. Cool. But yeah, you guys can make your way back to Harmony Haven if you'd like. And to do that, rat. Yes.
Yeah, let's do that on our way across.
So 2 more days of
Sorry.
rations.
Yeah, 2 more days of rations to...
2 days of ration. Okay, so I go down 2 now. And do we all roll on it then? Is that how that works?
Yes. All of you will roll on this. Go ahead and roll a D100, each of you.
Oh. We'll break out the D100.
Oh, dang!
Oh, how does this work since we got 1 gold piece for each rat exterminated?
So,
I'll tell you.
Okay.
I rolled a 98.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
87.
87, jeez.
No.
Dang, these D100s are so hard to read.
58.
I'm rolling a percentile die.
Well, I guess I evened you guys out because I rolled a 16. I should have rolled a percentage dice instead of a big dice.
Okay. How this will happen. You guys get into town, and you go to find the mayor of the town who's offering this quest. He lives in, what's it called? The diplomatic district, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he lives over in the diplomatic district, and he leads you all down to essentially just the residential area here, and opens up some sewers for you all, and informs you that there has been plentiful rats, and at night they seem to almost scurry out of the sewers and have kind of been disrupting people's lives, and they need to stop them before they start spreading up further and get into their crops and other food sources of the city. He offers you all 1 gold piece for each rat that you kill and bring back to him.
Oh.
And with those numbers, Chilo will have killed 98 rats down in the sewers.
Chilo's just Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I had a feeling that
Go.
was going to be the case when I rolled my really low number. I was like, oh, dang.
So you will have killed 58 of them, so you will get 58 gold. Reyna, you will have killed
sweet.
16. Maybe you were playing more of a support role, or maybe you were just having a real off day. But you will get 16 gold.
Okay.
And Monsha, you killed 87 rats.
Dang, you guys were on fire.
That's a...
Something tells me that
rats.
Chilo and Moncha are just kill stealers. Like, you guys are running up to them and they're like, "Pew, pew, pew."
It's like, I'm like hitting them a whole bunch of times, and then you guys just like take the last hit from me. You're like, oh, that one's almost dead. Eldritch Blast.
So however you guys want to handle the money on that, it's up to you. But yeah, that is how that mission would have gone. You guys rolled very well.
Hold up.
I would have laughed if I'd rolled a 1. Got 1.
Oh, yeah, that would have been so sad.
Oh, on the
Yeah.
on the dice, my D100, the 16 is really close to 1. I was like, oh dang, please don't be a 1.
What did you roll on yours, Brian? 58?
Yeah, 58.
So it would have been a total of 259 gold if we want to
Oh, if we want to evenly distribute it.
259
Yeah.
divided by 4?
I will say with these lower level quests like this,
64 apiece.
Go.
Is
I'm
that
good
what
with
we're
that.
doing?
64 apiece, yeah.
for these lower level quests, how I'll probably handle them is if you guys collectively roll below half, like 50, then as a group you will have failed the quest.
Oh, okay.
As long as you roll above collectively as a group, then you'll pass it.
So we passed this one?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah.
Oh, there is a remainder of 3 gold for whoever wants it.
Take it, Raina.
3 gold? Okay.
Yeah.
Take the remainder, 3 gold.
Okay.
While we're here in the city, Chilo would buy 7 more days of rations to get himself up to 12.
Yeah, you guys would have burned 3 rashes on the way back.
Yes.
So 3 more.
Okay, so we're down 3 more. Okay, while we're in town, then I'm definitely buying more.
And how much was it for a ration?
5 silver. 7 would be 3.5 gold.
So
We'll
I'll
make it
buy.
8 just to make it an even amount of gold.
I'm gonna buy 10. And I will give the 5 gold then.
I'm going to buy 10 as well.
Nice. And Jordan, while we're in town, in the middle of the night, I am going to attempt to rob the Merchants Guild.
Oh my goodness! Of course you are.
Sure.
And we
Are
talked
you
about
telling?
easy, medium, and hard. Like, I kind of want to be, for this go around, like, between medium and hard. Closer to medium.
Are you
Like risk.
asking or telling any of the party members that you're doing this, or are you just like sneaking out in the middle of the night to do it?
I'm just sneaking out. Yeah, you
Okay.
have no idea that I'm doing this.
Cool.
I'm gonna need you to roll stealth because
Yes, I just-
Chilo is now so when he activates his alarm, it includes goat.
Okay.
I love that. Quick question. When I'm in my trance, do I see things outside or am I like I'm asleep? Like, can I see things or am I?
I would say you're probably, like, you're not looking at things, but you'd still have, like, your normal perception, like your passive perception.
Okay. So he has to roll above my passive perception or I see him sneaking out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I love that. Okay, so
Nine.
before I go, I'm gonna change into different armor.
Oh yeah, it says remain semi-conscious is what it says.
Yeah, I'm going from my half plate to a chain shirt so that I'm a little bit more quiet. I'd rather not be clanking around.
And I'll roll perception at disadvantage because I would be listening for footsteps.
My stealth is a 19.
Yeah, Chilo doesn't notice you. I rolled a 13.
Nice.
I also don't notice you. My passive perception is 16.
What about you, Go?
Mine is a 9.
Your goat definitely doesn't notice.
No, I'm sleeping. I'm snoring away. But my lantern is lit next to me.
Nice. Cool. But yeah, if you saw me, you'd see me slip out, and then my little owl friend is flying right next to me in the sky.
You're going to try to rob the Merchants Guild.
Yes.
This is going to go over great.
And I'm
Oh.
gonna use. Well, go ahead.
Okay, I told Matt in advance if he wants to rob places like this, there'll be a difficulty level, easy, medium, hard, and depending on that, we'll determine like the DC of it and also how many of them he needs to pass consecutively to get through. That being said, you want a medium level item, essentially, is what you're looking for.
Yes.
And go ahead. You said you were going to use your.
Yeah. Well, before I do that, actually, if you see me flying, you'll see Monsha's figure start to change slightly, and he will not look like a tiefling anymore. He will look like an Arakora as he's flying through the air.
Aarakocra.
Arakocra. Yeah, as he casts disguise self on himself.
Nice.
Okay.
Right.
And he will use his bow to try to locate jewels at the Merchants Guild.
Jules, gotcha.
You and
Yeah.
Raina could potentially get into a lot of trouble.
You absolutely can spot a jewel as you're flying over.
Okay. We're talking jewels, man, not just one jewel.
This one is drawing your bow's attention.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. I will need you to make 3 consecutive successes on your stealth checks.
Oh
Well,
gosh.
we'll do different ones. We'll do how are you wanting to enter the building?
I'm actually not going to enter the building. My little owl is going to help me out here.
Interesting. Okay.
You
How
can't
far?
technically pick up things, I think.
I was gonna say, how far does your connection with your owl go
I
for?
think it's 100 feet.
Yeah,
something
you have
like
a
that.
telepathic connection with your owl up to 100 feet, I do believe.
Yep. Up to 100 feet.
Let me go back into that place so you can see how big that building is. Okay. I would say with that, you'd be able to maintain connection with your owl, but you'd have to be either hugging the walls of the building on the same side as the owl, or like you'd have to stay hugging next to the building to keep that connection.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah. So my plan. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, the owl can go further away from you than that. You just can't talk to it.
Yeah.
Like
So
telepathy.
if you want to keep contact with it and stuff, you'll have to stay close.
Yeah. So what we'll do is, I will put my character on the roof of one of the building, and I will have my owl. Essentially, what I can do is I can have him go into my pocket dimension, and whatever the closest window is that I can see through, that is where I'm going to have him reappear. So he's already inside the building when he reappears.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I would say you would know where this gem is. It is further, it's more central to this area.
Okay.
So you could send your bird towards that location if you'd like.
Yes, that is the plan.
I'll need you to roll stealth for your bird.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so he doesn't have my same.
Mm-mm.
No.
That's
No,
the reason.
Oh,
You can look up an owl stout block.
Yeah.
interesting. Okay, I might change this up a little bit then. I didn't think about that. Sorry, first
Less
time
risk
doing
to
this.
you. Oh,
Yeah,
you're totally fine. Less risk to you, but less chance of success, probably.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's Dex
have a
is
stealth
only
of plus 3.
+1. Oh, where do you see? Oh, yeah, stealth +3. Yeah.
Yeah, stealth plus 3.
Oh,
So it is proficient
Interesting.
in stealth.
cool. I've got a higher stealth, but we'll send my little owl buddy in.
Go ahead and roll stealth for me then.
Okay. First roll is an 18.
Nice.
Your owl will get through this space unnoticed. But
Okay.
you will, you'll be encountering a door.
He will encounter a door.
Yeah, I don't think an owl can open a door.
Well, shoot. My owl can't do anything. All right, you know what?
That's what I'm like.
There's a certain.
He's going to adopt a new form.
Oh, are
You
you
have to use.
recasting him?
Let's see. Hold on. Oh, you do have to recast it.
Yeah, you have to recast the spell,
Okay.
and it has. I think it reappears in a space within 30. I don't know if you can do it from a distance, and it still have to be within range.
Yeah, I believe it
So
appears
30 feet
near
of you.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. We're going to ignore all of that, and we're just going to send Monsha in. Since his owl can't do anything as of right now.
Okay. Well, your owl
there's-
is completely unnoticed anyway, so you're good.
There's I believe it's a warlock subclass that you can have a familiar that's like an imp that has hands.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Okay. Monsha's going in, and he is going to roll a 13 for stealth.
active
I will need
chain.
you to roll a sleight of hand first to get into the building.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still debating whether or not I want to hit level 3 for a warlock. I know at the very least I'm getting level 2.
That is a dirty 20 for sleight of hand.
Yeah, you are able to slip in this building. You're able to crack the lock, no problem.
I guess it doesn't necessarily say it needs to be within 30 feet. It just says if you cast it again, choose one of the forms from the above list and transforms into the... I don't know. That's a little unclear on that.
It's unfortunate it takes about an hour, regardless.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are in the building.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to make my way to where my owl is.
Cool. Yeah, you get there. There's a door in front of you.
Okay.
Actually, I need you to roll stealth.
Okay. I did roll a 13 before. I don't know if you want to reuse that roll.
Just roll again. Let's go in order.
Okay, cool. That is a nat 20.
Cool. You get there in 2 beats of a butterfly's wing. But yeah, you're right there. Doors in front of you, and now your owl as well.
Okay. Can I see underneath the door at all, or through any cracks?
I mean, there's a small crack at the bottom. Yeah, you could peer into it slightly.
Okay, I'm gonna resummon my owl on the opposite side, and then I'm gonna see through his eyes for just a minute, just to see what's on the other side of the door.
Resummoning him? How long does that take?
And I don't mean resummon, sorry. I mean, like, put him in the pocket dimension and then tell him to go to
the spot. It's just an action.
Very cool. Just want to make sure.
It says while it's temporarily dismissed,
for like an hour,
you can cause it to reappear in any unoccupied space within 30 feet of you.
Interesting. Cool. Yeah, so what you see in this room is, I mean, it's just like any other room. You know from your spell earlier that the gem is still further inside this building.
Okay, so there's no one in the room that he can see?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm going to attempt to open the door. And if it doesn't open, then I will try to pick it.
It just opens up.
Okay. I will keep going deeper in.
Roll stealth one more time for me.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. As a 12.
With a 12, as you're making your way through this, a light flips on, and someone emerges from one of those rooms. Sees you.
They do see me.
Absolutely.
What do they look like? Like, do they look like a guard or just like a normal person or what?
Honestly, this looks kind of like a wealthy rich kid almost.
A wealthy rich kid.
He does look to be elvish.
Okay. I'm gonna cast sleep on him.
Nice.
All right, yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I know there's like ways to get around what I'm gonna throw at you, and I love it.
Does a 27 put the kid to sleep?
Yes, it does. That kid is knocked out.
Excellent. All right, yeah, we'll keep going.
And you'll make your way to what seems like a vault of sorts.
Okay. Anything else? That it?
No. You know that whatever you're looking for is behind this door.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to... is my owl able to... Am I able to see through any cracks?
No, you are not.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to open the vault. Is it just like a regular door?
It is secured, so you will need to pick it to open.
Okay. I will... Sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Okay. 15.
You struggle with it for just a moment, and then it clicks open.
Okay. Yeah. I will make my way into the vault.
Okay. As you walk in, on a small cushion on a small pedestal in this room is the thing that you're looking for. You see a small crystal, approximately the size of your fist. Has a translucent surface, seems to almost capture any of the small light around it and reflect it out. Tiny flecks of silver and gold shimmer like distant stars in this crystal. And it casts a faint light in all directions.
Nice. Is there anything else that I see in the room?
No.
Okay.
This is the thing.
Okay. I will tell my owl to go over and grab it and bring it to me.
Oh, absolutely, you can.
Sorry, what? Does he do it?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it.
All right, man. We're booking it out of there.
Hey, are you trying to get out of there stealthily?
Yeah, we'll try stealth first, and then if that doesn't work, we'll bust our way out.
Cool. I'm gonna need you to roll stealth 2 more times.
Oh, jeez. Okay. That is a 20. I'm rolling really good. A 23 and a 16.
You make it out unnoticed, besides that one kid who saw you.
He just fell asleep.
He just saw Giant Birdman.
Yep.
True. He saw Giant Birdman and Smaller Bird,
Yeah.
and then passed out.
Sweet. All right, yeah. I'll make my way back to the tavern. I'm assuming I will need to roll stealth to get back in without anyone waking up.
Yeah, from the party, yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
will roll perception at disadvantage again.
It's like you need to be a rogue.
I know, right? I do have pretty good stealth, though. It's +5.
Oh.
Jeez.
It's not as good as my stealth.
I have pretty good
You're a
perception, but it's not helping with these rolls. I rolled an 8.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Your stealth?
18. Cool. Sorry, I didn't want that to take that long. I apologize, guys.
No, you're good.
No worries.
Whenever you identify that, I'll send over its stats and stuff.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, you guys are. I mean, morning comes seemingly without any sort of incident, and you guys are good to go.
Nice.
Awesome. We're going.
We have to book a ship.
Monster said he was paying.
No. Oh, nice, monster. Thanks.
When did Monster say that? Go.
When in my dream, when I slept.
Oh man. Did it look like me?
Yeah, yes, it looked like you.
How about I pay for your food? Is that enough, Goat?
Isn't that paid in the fee? So in a way you'd pay for me?
I give you food right now.
Okay.
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 I'll look at Goat and I'll hand him 10 rations.
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna hand him 10 rations? Goodness gracious.
Yeah, that's like 5 gold.
Yeah, no.
Oh my
A
goodness.
lot of rations.
So many rations. But I have one for you. It's special. Goat made it. And he'll pull out this ration. Looks very different than the others. Looks like some cooked meat.
Yeah, you won't know what it is.
So I'll grab it and I'll give it a smell. What does it smell like, Goat?
Smells. I'd say it smells really, really sweet.
Sweet meat.
Okay. I'll actually just eat that for breakfast. Thank you, Goat.
Nice.
He's gonna sit there and watch.
It's gonna be so happy.
I love it.
Oh gosh.
You just made Goat's day.
What do you
but
think?
I think it tastes delicious, Goat. It's got
You actually think it tastes delicious?
well, I mean, it's got a sweet smell to it. You probably spiced it up nice, right?
Just salt.
It's not the best meat I've ever had, but it's not horrible.
Yes, yeah, it's delicacy in some places, but we will look for more in our adventures. Maybe enemies we fight coming up, they have meat.
What's it made out of, Goat?
I don't know what makes meat, but tissue and fat and a tendon.
What
Same
kind of
meat
animal
as-
does it come from?
The animal. Oh, yes, the animal, the human. The human I killed. I cut the arm off back in the woods, and I made sure to cook it in the tavern. And it's good, yes.
Moncha seems okay with this knowledge. She doesn't really care.
Okay, awesome. Cool.
Like,
Oh gosh.
I'm
You
not
like
human.
goat's food. Thank you.
You're gonna be
And
a
honestly,
world-class chef.
Yeah. How much does that actually affect most of us? It's not.
Yeah, I don't know. Reina, does that affect you at all?
Raina probably gives like this really like kind of disturbed, disgusted kind of face, but she's not going to like outright be like say anything. She's just gonna have kind of like this face like disgusted,
Sure.
but she won't say anything.
Alright.
Are you guys heading out to the other island?
Yeah, get us a
Yeah.
ship. Hopefully we don't get ourselves killed. Yay!
Oh yeah, you can absolutely get a ship. That trade place would hook you up essentially for that cost that we discussed. 1 gold piece per person per day.
By any chance, those little side missions, did they level us up? We were just maybe a little
I think they
less
just gave us a
dead.
lot of gold.
No, they just gave you a lot of gold.
Okay.
It definitely contributes,
But not as much. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Man, we gotta get like 6 levels on this one.
Essentially, what you're looking for here is at this other island. You will eventually need to get to this very center town. And there are ports on the 3 edges of it. So you'll need to fly to one of the ports and then travel on land.
And it's 11 days of flying.
It'll be...
Wait, where is it?
Well, if we went to the closest one, it's like 4 days, right? That one right there.
It was like 11 days total. 4 days of flying.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you go to that close one.
I think we just go to the close one.
Yeah, I think, we just go to the close one there.
All right, so,
and what are you guys doing with your cart?
how much would it be can we take it with us, or would that be...
You can. It will be an extra cost.
Chilo would try to negotiate with the captain on the cost.
How much does it cost?
It would be 5 gold per day.
Oh, jeez.
It's outrageous. What kind of business is this?
Well, we're a passenger ship. You want to bring a car? Or a
You
cart
don't have to feed the car.
That's true. You
Takes
don't
up
have
a lot
to
of
feed the
state.
car.
does take up a lot of space, though.
So does Goat.
Yes, you're
I will
going
let
to
you
charge
guys
me
roll-
more?
I'll let you guys roll persuasion to try and get the price.
Alright.
Is that like a group?
Like a
check?
group?
Or just
Chilo
like
would
one
also
person
say-
talking?
Say
As
pick one of
a-
you as your representative.
As a compromise for it taking up so much space, we would be willing to sleep in the cart
Ooh,
and leave extra rooms available to you.
that's a good idea.
It's a good persuasion. Do you go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage?
Persuasion with advantage.
Yeah, we're gonna let Chilo do that because he has got a lot better charisma.
So that's 24.
He will tell you that if you are all willing to sleep in the cart rather than in your own rooms, then he would let you take the cart for free.
Nice, let's do it.
Yep.
That seems fair.
Perfect.
I don't need a bed anyways.
Can you throw in a blanket?
He says yes, you can. That's-
Yes. Score.
Good negotiating, Goat.
So you guys will have 4 days on the ship flying. What do you guys do? I guess,
Are we just-
what is one thing you would like to do on the ship?
Everybody's just playing their own way, right? We're just gonna do -4 for.
Yeah. So I will say Chilo wouldn't do it on the first night, but either the third or fourth night, he would wait for Goat to be asleep, and he would hand his ink and quill to his mage hand, and have the mage hand go over and try to draw on Goat.
I love that.
Stealthily? Do I roll perception with disadvantage?
We'll just keep things simple during these travel things.
Okay.
We'll just say that he's able to do something. with
Yeah,
some
no, that's
artifact.
completely okay. Yeah.
It's all black ink, but it's sad like clown face.
Okay. Where are you putting it?
It's on your face.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna notice that for sure.
So your eyes are like kind of like baggy, and you have like a big black dot on your nose, and
Okay.
the mouth is like extended into this like kind of like a Pagliacci frown.
I was the first one to fall asleep, apparently.
Yep. Moncha, you doing anything during these 4 days?
Yeah, I'm gonna identify that crystal.
Oh, absolutely.
That is a good decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like me to read it out for you?
Yeah, go for it.
This item identified as a starlight gem. It emits a soft, radiant glow when you hold it, providing dim light in a 10-foot radius. And once per day, you can use the gem to activate and cast the spell Dancing Lights without requiring concentration.
That's a
The
good
lights
spell.
take the form of shimmering stars that dance and twirl around the gem, illuminating the area with their gentle glow. And I sent this over to you as well.
That's
Cool.
fun.
Yeah, I like it. We'll probably sell it eventually, but
Yeah, it's worth a good amount.
yeah.
Not to put a
Yeah,
bug in your
that's-
ear, but that would be very useful for somebody like me who can't see in the dark.
Oh, you can't see in the dark?
Or like me,
No.
who can't see in the dark.
Or like Goat, who can't see in the dark.
Yeah, it's only we can see in the dark.
Oh, well, shoot. All right, maybe we keep it. Does it need
I mean,
to be
I have a couple of plans if you do still want to sell it, but I'm just saying that would be a good workaround for now.
Cool, I like
But
it.
I always
Yeah,
have a lantern and a ton of oil, so
Yeah.
I'm okay technically.
I do have the light spell, but that's only 30 feet, whereas these would let me extend it out quite a bit further.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Raina's okay with
This-
the dark.
Yeah, the light spell would last a lot longer since the dancing light spell only lasts for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think light lasts for an hour.
Yeah. And then it's just a cantrip too, so you can keep casting it.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, just a little extra there.
But yeah, if we go into battle, I'm lighting up Goat.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Raina
but
likes
yeah,
the shadows. She can be sneaky in the shadows. Later on, it'll
Oh,
be
this
even
is so
more useful.
cool.
But yeah, you guys have arrived to this new island. You're currently in the city of Cortzera Spire, and the quest takes place in Prismera Haven.
Yeah,
so
so we have
we
a
got
few
it.
days of travel.
Cool.
Is it hot here?
Like a
Day and a half.
day and a
2 days.
day and a
In
little
fact, let me
over a
pull up
day.
my,
It looks like.
Yeah.
Depending on we could a little over a day.
We're from the edge of the city. Yeah.
I do have one more question for you guys. When you were flying in, did any of you go out and wander the ship at night?
I would say
Rena,
Sheila would have.
Rena only sleeps for 4 hours, so she probably would have wandered around some at night. And if anybody had, I don't know, do they have like stuff like on the ship? Like, would there be like a library or anything? Probably not. She would have looked to see if there were any books she could read while she was flying.
None that the ship would carry.
Okay, I didn't think so.
No. Will each of you who were up during the night make me a perception check?
Sure thing.
Honestly, Chilo would go back on his word a little bit. He wouldn't try to take a room, but he would try to sleep out on the deck, looking up at the stars.
Perception. Yeah, I thought it was. That is a
That's great.
24.
Exactly the same, 24. Nice.
Really?
Yeah. I rolled a 19.
You each would have noticed this. Maybe it was on the same night, maybe it was different. In the night, though, as you're flying through this open air, essentially, small rocks and things are floating around as well. And looking out over the horizon, you would see a figure appear on these stones occasionally, completely wreathed in shadow. And then they vanish.
Like out, like a ways away from the ship, like in the distance.
Yeah. And they wouldn't appear to be looking towards the ship in any way, shape, or form. You just notice that there are these shadowy figures that appear and disappear throughout the night.
Okay, so it's not like the same shadow. It's like multiple shadows. They look different.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
But yeah, you guys arrive to this island. And as you fly in, you notice this is completely different from this island that you just came from. This island is almost dazzling. As you fly in, you notice a multitude of different shimmering crystalline formations. And the mountains are almost pure crystal as well. This is a place where gemstones and things are very common. And it almost seems like it's become a sort of desert, this area. There are many crystal formations around, but most of them have been mined at this point. But it is like a vast expanse of desert on this island with magic multicolored crystals littering around the entire area.
And so it is hot.
Yes, it is hot here.
Does it? Okay.
But yeah, you guys arrive in this first city, Cortzera Spire, and your quest is located out in Prismera Haven.
All right. Do we want to explore Cortzera, or do we just want to head straight for Prismara?
I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm okay with we just go straight
Let's
there.
go.
We can always stop on our way back over to the guild if we want in
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
the other town.
This will take another 2 days travel.
Okay.
2 rations.
2 rations.
Does each island kind of have its own like government and stuff, or is it like the government's overall like?
You, Raina, would be particularly familiar with this, but the government of these islands, all of them are under one. What is it called? When it's like a royal family, what is that called?
Monarchy.
Monarchy.
Monarchy. So all these islands are held under one singular monarchy. Everyone except for Unity Isle, where the guild is located. It is the standalone island that is separate from these governments. But the rest of these would fall under the single monarchy with nobles on each of the islands ruling over that land. As you guys are pulling up now into Prismara Haven, this city is almost astounding. You saw it from a distance when you were flying in, but it just did not do it justice. The city is it's made out of these crystal formations. It's almost like it was built into the natural growths of them and built into the shape of a crystal as well. These radiant formations, the light refracts through them and it bathes the city in these vibrant hues. And in the center of this, notice a large towering spire of a building, and signs on the street dictate that is the, oh my gosh, what is it called? That is the Luminal Arts Academy, which is where your quest is taking you to meet the one who posted it.
Do you know what luminol means?
No, Goat. What does it mean?
God beats me.
He's like, I don't know. I was asking you.
What luminol means? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
As a regular human, I don't know what that means.
Same.
That wasn't helpful at all. Of or relating to lumen? What? Did I spell it wrong?
I mean, I just honestly expected one of you guys to know and be like, oh, go. There's like multiple things.
In the sense of this place, you would probably assume it means something along the lines of illuminating.
Okay.
So this is an academy, so something where things are brought to light.
What I kind of figured, but I wasn't 100% sure.
In this context, this will be what that is kind of referring to.
Here, can I roll to see if Raina would know that?
Yeah, if you want.
She's book smart. What would that be? Straight intelligence, or is that with a modifier of like history?
Yeah, I'd probably do history.
Okay.
It's like a good use of that.
That is 22. I've been rolling really good on this dice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you would know what this place is.
Okay, I'll explain it to Goat. I'll be like, well, Goat, you see. And she like spills on about like the origin of the word and everything. Like she goes like way more in depth than he wanted.
Yeah, and you know that you just see in Goat's eyes about halfway through. He is just tuned out.
You're just like, I don't care. His eyes glaze
yeah, his
over.
eyes just kind of glaze over as you finish with the definition of luminal.
But yeah, so you guys are approaching this central spire of the Luminal Arts Academy.
Quest said who we needed to talk to.
Yeah, let me double check.
Did it?
I believe it was a guy named Frederick Gray.
Missing scholars. Yes, Frederick Gray, who is the head librarian.
Head
Yeah,
librarian of the Luminal Arts
Yeah.
Academy. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
What
going
would
to
you
teach
like
us
to
some
do?
luminal arts. I want to learn some luminal arts. I guess let's go talk to Frederick.
Let them know we're here. Have them point us to the ruins.
Yeah, for sure.
It says the scholars were searching for new magic storage methods when they vanished without a trace.
Pockets of holding?
Yeah.
Pockets of holes.
A bag of holding, maybe?
So are you guys going into this spire?
Yeah.
As you guys enter this academy, you notice that it has a huge courtyard, first off. Yeah, so as you guys walk through here, you just notice the sheer size of this building. It is immense. And as you make your way into the main actual spire of this building, there are books galore. And the main thing you notice, which is very different than what you've noticed back home, are the number of flying races. So there are Aarakocra, there are other tieflings with wings, there are other, like, just or elves who are flying using magic. Things like this are very common in this building. But it is all. I would probably guess that this building has, several, like a few dozen stories at least. And in the center, it's just open air and you can fly directly up through them all. There are books lining every wall, reaching from floor to ceiling. And there are multiple levels where tables and chairs are set out where people are diligently studying and going about their studies and academic things. And that is what you see when you get in here. But yeah, you guys are now in this library. It is very large.
Look at all the fire starter.
When we walked in, Raina's eyes get really big and she's looking at all the books with just like admiration, like, oh, this is so cool. Wow.
Sheila would approach somebody who happened to be reading and it's like, sorry to disturb you. I won't take but a moment of your time, but we're looking for Frederick Gray, the head librarian.
This guy you approach would be an Aarakocra fellow. And he'll look up at you when you approach, and then he'll look back down at his book and ignore you.
Yeah, okay.
Is there a you said there were elves in here kind of using magic to fly around?
Yes.
I want to go over and talk to an elf and ask basically the same question, if they know where the headmaster Frederick Gray is.
Yeah, you can get a hold of one of these elves, and they'll kind of look at you for a moment, and they'll kind of sigh and go, he's on the top floor, and then just keep going about his business.
Well, I'm going to thank him very much anyways. Thank you very much. And then I'm just going to walk on. I don't even notice that he blew me off at the end. I'm just like, cool, thanks.
Do you plan on answering him?
Answering who?
I'm asking the Aarakocra, who ignored Sheila.
He's going to look up at you next, and then go back to reading his book as well.
When he goes back to reading his book, he just sees a worm inching its way across the book, leaving a slime trail.
Yeah, he's just gonna he's gonna try to brush it away. I'm guessing this is your illusion.
Yeah.
So his hand's just gonna go right through it.
His hand will go right through it, and it'll continue to go.
Oh gosh! After that first swipe, he will notice that it is an illusion, and then he'll look over at you. Would he notice that you were casting it?
Yeah.
And he'll look at you and say, "If you could please leave me alone."
Certainly. After you tell us where Frederick Gray is.
I'm going to walk over and I'll be like, guys, he's on the top floor.
And he'll just gesture to her and say, seems like you already found him.
The worm explodes into goo and covers his book. He sees right through it.
He's just going to be like, and just kind of wait for you guys to leave.
Sheila will walk away.
Goat hopes they are not paying you. And Goat will walk away as well.
As I'm walking away, I will cause ominous whispers to be right in his left ear for the next 30 seconds.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be looking around and you're just rolled for him. He's not going to know where this is coming from. But you're going to watch him kind of get up and start pacing around a little bit as you're walking off.
Cool. Yeah, the whispers are going to follow him.
You're just going to watch him pretty much get more and more frantic during these 30 seconds. And then he's going to calm down when they stop. But yeah, so you guys...
do we find any
there are sets of stairs. Yeah, there are some stairs. They're pretty narrow. Seems like they aren't really used much, but they're there just for those who cannot fly.
Narrow?
Yeah, Chilo kind of has to go up sideways because his shell keeps scraping against the wall.
So I can just fly up?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, you can.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm doing that. Elevator. I don't know if I can carry anyone, but I would.
I will say, Onsha, you will reach the top well before anyone else does. Unless you're intentionally slowing down to stay at pace.
No, I'll go up and just wait for them.
Onsha, when you get to the top, you notice there is an office up top with a door, and there's a little nameplate on it that says Frederick Gray.
Cool. Yeah, I'll wait for the party to get here before I go in.
As we're going up this staircase, is the staircase like the books are like on the side as we're walking up the staircase?
Yes, there are definitely some books along the shelves.
Okay. Raina's in the back, and she just like every once in a while is like stopping and looking at the books, so it's taking her like forever to get up the stairs.
Well, I feel like it's taking all three of us forever because Shiloh's at the front and he's going sideways with his big shell. Goat's asking him, "Why don't you just take your shell off so we can get up here quicker? We don't have to do all of this." And yeah, you could be doing that. It's a struggle.
Yeah, it's connected. It's connected, Goat. It never comes
oh,
off.
it is. Oh.
Are there like multiple copies of books? Or is it like there's normally just like one copy of each book?
I'd say in some places you'd find kind of a duplicate, but most of them are singles.
I will say it takes Chilo about 5 steps before he realizes that his shell is scraping the wall, so he ends up unintentionally like knocking off several books before he turns sideways.
Oh. Well, we are
Raina
here for a
wants
magic item. Custom
Raina wants
magic
to see if-
item? No, go ahead.
If while she's walking up, if she finds, she'll only do it if there's a duplicate of it, but some kind of like fun storybook that there's 2 of. And if she finds one, she's gonna try to subtly snag it and put it in her bag.
Well, thief.
I mean, you're passing a lot of books on your way up. I'll say you'll find at least one that you can snag.
Okay. Do I need to roll a sleight of hand?
No, you're in a library. There's tons of people here.
Okay. Okay, yeah,
So just
she
kind of like you're checking a book out.
she finds one that there's 2 of, and she kind of subtly slags it into her bag.
Very nice. After some time, you guys all reach the top of this fire, where Moncho has been waiting for you for probably 20 minutes.
Yeah.
For a while.
Jeez.
How did you get there so fast, monster?
There's an elevator. I just paid him a couple of those gold coin thingies.
Oh, I have 94 of those now.
Wow, look at you.
I bought 10 mugs with one. Do you know how many mugs Goat could buy?
You said you got 94?
Yep.
Well, 940 then.
940.
Yeah.
You see him like jotting that down.
Oh, God. If you turn around and want to buy 940 mugs,
He just does a run on like several taverns. It's like, I need to buy all of your mugs.
All of your mugs.
All right, we finally get up to the office, and it's a door, right? Like, it's not...
yeah, it's just a door, yeah.
All right, Chilo will, like, knock on the door. Firmly, but not
Yeah.
too loudly. He doesn't want to interrupt the library environment.
Yeah, you knock on this door, and almost immediately it swings open. And there is another Aerocopter fellow standing there, his feathers wild in all directions. He goes, "Oh, well, hello. How may I help you?"
Hello. Are you Frederick Gray, the head librarian?
Yes, I am.
We are from the guild, and we have come looking for your missing students.
When you say that, he looks relieved. And he just goes, "Oh, thank you so much. Come on in, please." It's been worrying us quite a lot. They've been gone it's been several weeks now
Weeks.
that they've been missing.
They're probably dead at that timeline. Does not look good.
We're hoping not, but regardless, we need someone to at least find them for us.
Chilo will say, magic is a finicky thing. There could be any number of situations they found themselves in.
How many
What?
how many of your scholars are missing?
We had 4 scholars who went missing. They were out on a project. They were looking for some new magic storage methods. There was a cave nearby that was recently discovered, and there were found to be some magic crystals inside, and they were going to study those.
That was the only thing in the cave was the crystals?
Well, that we know of. That's just what you could see from the front.
I see.
We've been I've been told not to send any more scholars there. It's the first group vanished. I'm sure there's still something in that cave that could be of use. But we need to get our people back first.
Well, if you can take us to the cave, we'll be glad to explore it for you.
Oh, well,
Hopefully
certainly
we can return your students.
Yeah, I mean, he agrees to that. He would absolutely take you to the cave. He tells you that the cave is just east of the city, just a few miles outside of the city. I could take you there now if you'd like, or if you're willing.
Sure.
I think we'd prefer to go now.
I was gonna say, does anybody need to do anything first?
I do have a question on reward.
Yes, of course.
Custom
I believe I
magic
promised
item.
it. Yes, I did promise a magic item.
Does it have to be item, or does one of your scholars or you possess the ability to give Goat a tattoo? One that maybe possesses magical abilities.
His eyes almost light up when you mention something like this. He looks at you and says, "What a fascinating idea. Would love to take on that project myself."
Excellent. We will get the job done.
That is a cool idea. A magical tattoo. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
D&D
not-
actually... No, D&D has actual mechanics too for magic tattoos, which is cool.
Mhm.
I looked into it when I was playing Goop because I thought it was cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
But I haven't thought about making a custom one. That sounds cool. But yeah, he will definitely lead you to this cave if you guys are willing.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, going down the stairs, Chilo drops into his shell and just surfs down the stairs.
Hey, wait. Would you allow Reyna to ride you down the stairs?
If
Like
you can
I
stay
said,
on,
off
sure.
your shell?
Yeah, that's true.
Just ride
It's just
you
a
down
shell.
the
It'll be useful to have somebody help me avoid obstacles.
I was gonna say,
I kind
You
of
guys-
steer you a little bit.
you guys both roll a acrobatics check for me.
Acrobatics.
Oh gosh.
I have no
Come on,
bonus to
dice.
this. This will be great.
Monster, you fly me back down with your wings?
I have +0 to my strength.
I actually rolled pretty good though. I rolled a 16.
I actually rolled worse than I've been rolling most of the night. I rolled a 12. Still above if it was a 10 DC.
I will say, yeah, Sheila, you are gliding down these stairs. Reyna, you are struggling to hold on.
Okay.
I'll say you get about halfway down these stairs before you're fucked off of him and tumble down the stairs just a little bit.
Okay.
Not enough to do any real harm. But after
Cool.
you fall off, your your steering has diminished from Kilo. You notice after you fall off, he is running into books left and right on the rest of the way down.
I'm gonna
Just
say
knocking them off.
Reyna fell off because she gets too excited. She's having so much fun. She accidentally lifts her hands up a little bit. She's like, whoa! And she kind of tumbles off.
Once Reyna goes off, if you've ever seen the original Pokemon anime, it's like when Blastoise goes into its shell and does that spin attack. It's like
Oh,
that
yeah.
all the way down the stairs.
Very cool.
I will look at Goat and say, if you want to risk falling, Goat, I will glide
How
down
far
with
is
you.
You guys are probably 150 feet up.
Well, you don't have
Goat
to
will walk.
really
Goat will walk down these stairs. We're very high up. But Goat will walk.
I was gonna say you don't technically have to hold his whole weight because you're basically just kind of gliding him down. Kind of.
Yeah, I don't know
You're
how.
kinda
I don't want to risk it. It's too high.
Control fall.
Goat will
We
just
can
walk
tell-
down. He's fun.
We can test later. Go on a
Yeah.
much smaller scale.
That sounds good.
Just 10 feet in the air. See how that
Yeah.
works.
Much better.
Yeah.
You guys don't want the first PK to be
Yeah.
falling to his death.
Go just falls.
Not even from an enemy, just
Just being dumb.
Yep, just being
That would be
dumb.
hilarious.
Be what? 15 d6? Yeah, that'd be a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'd be
that
a
very
lot.
well kill me.
Yeah, it'd very well kill you.
Yeah, just keep rolling ones, 15 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15 points, easy.
Yeah, that's only half my health, so I'm good. I'd get up from that just fine.
Plus, you have rage. You just rage right before you hit, and then boom, you take
boom.
take half damage.
Just get really mad before we do it. Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, you guys are able to get back down to the bottom of this, and Frederick will meet you. He'll fly down with Monja.
We've caused a little bit of a ruckus.
The staircase has been a whole thing in and of itself. The dang thin staircase.
But yeah, as Frederick meets you guys at the bottom, he almost seems completely unfazed by all the books that you've just thrown everywhere. Like, this doesn't seem to be something that's occupying his mind space at the moment. He will lead you guys out and start heading east of town towards the mountains.
Yay.
I'm like, keep a lookout as we travel for any herbs.
Herbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we walk, she's probably like gushing over the library and everything and the books and all.
Oh yeah. Yeah, as you guys travel to these mountains, a couple hours pass, and Goat, we do not see any herbs or anything growing along the side of this road.
Okay. Makes sense. We're in the desert, so.
Yeah, a desert's not really the place to find many herbs.
Yeah, he will lead you to the entrance of this cave, and he'll let you know that it's been about 3 weeks since scholars have gone missing. That this cave almost seemed to... this isn't super far from the town, so it's weird that they hadn't ever discovered it until just recently. Yeah.
How long did it take us to get here?
Just a couple hours.
Couple hours.
Yes.
You're not super far. You guys are outside of this cave. I say the entrance to it is fairly narrow, so your cart probably would not fit to get inside.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to abandon the cart here.
How often do you guys normally find new caves?
Frederick will look at you and say, time we went out looking for them, which was, a few years ago, we didn't find any new ones. We thought they to be long discovered in at least these areas.
So it's very unusual that you guys found this.
Yes, and that's why our scholars are so excited for it. Such a rare opportunity. Yeah, do you guys inside?
Let us go. I'm gonna pull out my greatsword. +1 greatsword.
Ooh.
That speaks to me. Or spoke to me once, and I haven't heard it say anything since.
Oh, yeah. Didn't it say, we want food?
Mm-hmm.
Food, give us food or something like that.
Yeah.
As you pull it out, I will cast Thaumaturgy on it, and it will say, we need more food.
I'm beginning to believe my sword is magic and can sense when enemies are nearby. I can sense it now. It's telling me it wants more food. That means there's something in this cave that I will need to kill.
Sword.
It is. I got it for completely free.
That's the best sword.
That's the best barter.
I love that price.
It's a good price.
Gosh. This cave is dark as well. There is some there's faint light coming from some of these crystals that are kind of in the walls and in the floor.
Chilo will say to Goat, "Hey Goat, can I hold your sword for just a moment?"
Sure.
You can keep hold of it as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He'll hold it out.
He touches the blade, and light passes from his hand, and your sword lights up.
And how
So
much
it's
light does
you're
that give off?
carrying it's like a torch. It's 20 feet of bright light, and then some amount of dim light.
Is that a spell slot? Because if you want, we can forego spell. Okay.
No, that's a cantrip.
Okay.
20 feet dim light, 20 feet bright light, 20 feet dim light.
I'll pull out my
That ain't
Starlight Gem and say that you can use this while we go in deeper. Chilo.
Chilo looks at it, and he'll put it near the top of his shell. And thank you.
So that'll give off 10 foot of dim light just around you unless you decide to use it.
Okay.
But it'll last for a minute.
We head in, I imagine.
Let's do it.
Do we want the owl doesn't have night vision, does it?
Yeah, it does.
I was going to suggest maybe you want to have the owl scout ahead to see if there's enemies.
Never mind. Owl has 120 feet of dark vision.
Yeah, that's really freaking good.
120 feet.
Cool. Yeah, we'll keep the owl like 45-ish feet in front of us, and he'll just be going through the cave and looking out for enemies.
Let me describe this real quick. So as you guys enter, you find yourself standing in this what appears to be a vast cave system. The air inside is cool and damp. There's this faint, eerie glow coming from some of these crystal veins in the walls and in the floors. They almost seem like they're dull and lifeless, almost barely carrying any sort of magic at all. Just hear silence. In this opening chamber is just the cave's entrance.